There are some new developments in Freedom City. Meet Major Frost in the command center as soon as possible.
Welcome aboard, Cadet. Welcome, Cadet.
We've only isolated these locations for now, but there's bound to be more civilians stranded in the city. We've got to get them out of there.
Get Private Sanchez and Ryder on this. They could use some time in the field to sharpen their senses. Welcome back, Cadet. We didn't get a chance for a formal introduction. Major Gale Frost, commanding officer in charge of the operation to combat the fog and overseer of Project War Maiden. Impressive performance out there. Colonel Myers was impressed. I hate to throw you right back into the fire like this, but it looks like we'll need you in the field sooner than we thought. We've been attempting to monitor any new developments within Freedom City. Alpha Team, the first wave, was sent in with a team of drones 23 hours ago, and we've since had radio silence for 21. Nothing on comms, no feeds from the drones. You'll be part of the second wave. Your primary objective is to locate Alpha Team. Best case scenario? They're still kicking out there in need of support. Needless to say, we don't have a lot of intel from the last mission. We do, however, have GPS data from several PRDs dropped at Alpha Team's last known coordinates. The new development? We've got civilians in the field. Somehow, they were able to make successful radio contact going out of the fog. We've got their coordinates, and we'll be looking to you for an immediate secure and evac. On the outskirts of the city are 2 resistance camps. They aren't part of our initiative. Steer clear if you run into any of its members. They've got a history with General Michaels, and we aren't looking to provoke them. You know, I've seen your kind in action before. The trial runs before the War Maiden project became official. At first, I was opposed to the idea of activating General Michaels' little pet project getting kids like you involved. But then I met the champions. Those commemorations at the entrance corridor. You ever hope to be a tenth as good as the likes of Merica Johnson in the League of Maidens? This is where it all starts. Yes, a group of 5 stand-up individuals that paved the way for your opportunity here today. They were the first. Hopefully they'll not be the last. You'll be escorting Private Sanchez and Ryder into the center of the city. They'll be waiting for you at the exit bay. You'll get further instructions once you're there. Welcome to the team, Cadet.
Cadet, this fog, it's starting to spread and the bodies are piling up. Freedom City is ground zero, and it's my responsibility to prevent this thing from spreading, no matter what the cost. If you run into anything out there, give 'em hell.
Welcome to the general shop.
Fallen cadets.
¡Ay! ¡Oh, Dios mío! A War Maiden?
Well, I'll be damned. Looks like Command is pulling out the big guns on this one. Don't be alarmed. Base exterior has been evacuated as a precautionary measure. Once we get whatever's happening under control, operations will be back to normal. The name's Ryder. Private Marcus Ryder. This is Private Louis Sanchez. If you're worried about the lack of prep time, then you'll have to roll with the punches. We're kind of running short on time with the fog spreading and all. Quicker we act, better chances we have of locating Alpha Team. Alive. You've been through enough training on rescue recons, from my understanding, through the UNDC, before the War Maiden project officially went online. You should be fine out there. Just a walk in the park as far as your kind is concerned. We'll just need to head in, locate Alpha Team, and get the civilians back in one piece. I don't suppose you picked up a porter on the way out? They aren't standard issue. New tech from Dr. Fang. Didn't think they were handing them out like Pop-Tarts, but I figured I'd ask. Not to worry. You're gonna need to use a launcher to get to the center of the city. It's a long trek without the launcher, and I'd like to get in and out before dark.
That's wishful thinking, amigo. Alpha team's been gone for almost 24 hours. This won't be easy.
Stop scaring the rookie, Sanchez. No need for the melodrama. Launch is up front. It's as simple as stepping on it, and the rest takes care of itself. See you out there, Cadet.
¡Hijo de puta! ¡Coño, eres cabrón!
Relax, Sanchez! Jesus Christ!
Well, turns out these porters aren't quite ready for action. Frank's been working on these for months. Figured they'd be good to go by now. Guess not.
Estúpido.
You done, Sanchez?
Eres un hijo de la gran puta.
Right. Like I know what that means. Listen, rookie. Looks like we're about 2 clicks north of your current position. Meet us at this rendezvous point. Alpha Team's last known location. Start heading in that direction ASAP. Don't stop for anything. Nothing, you hear me? See something that looks out of whack? Make a note and we'll come back to check it out. See anyone, let them know we'll be back once we've regrouped. Just a bump in the road will make this work, trust me. Ryder out.
Cadet, Ryder and Sanchez are further out than he indicated. His positional reading may be compromised because of the porting failure. The distance is still manageable. It shouldn't be too difficult if you don't run into any trouble on the way. I'm monitoring your vitals. Stay calm. Nothing to worry about. Not yet, at least. Unconscious, but still alive. Wait, that woman, she isn't a civilian at all.
Cadet! The rendezvous point's been compromised! Turn back! Turn back!
Cadet! You've got to act quickly. I'm picking up hostiles just outside your position. Prepare to engage. Prepare to engage!
It's for me. That's it. Easy. In and out. In and out. In and out.
Welcome, Cadet.
Glad to see you've come to, Cadet. You've been out for nearly a week.
That's enough, Fang. She's fine. Doesn't have a scratch on her. Cadet, you mind telling us just what in the hell happened out there? Alpha Team, did you find them? Were they alive? Sanchez, Ryder, what about them? They still out there?
Cadet, you should probably say something.
For God's sakes, don't just fucking stand there. Tell me what the fuck is going on out there.
Major, yelling isn't going to help. She appears to have experienced some sort of trauma.
Like I said, Fang, she doesn't have a scratch on her.
Cadet, you need to tell them what happened.
That's not the type of trauma I was referring to. Give me a few days with her. I'll run some tests, then we will reconvene. In the meantime, I would suggest holding off on any more missions to Freedom City. With time, I'm confident that I can get her talking.
We don't have time, Fang. We've got more soldiers and civilians out there. The fog's grown twice the size in less than a week. At its current rate, this thing is going to spill over well beyond the city. If that happens, instead of sitting here yelling at you, I'll be answering to General Michaels himself.
Cadet, please.
Okay. 24 hours. I just need 1 day with her. Let me see what I can find. I mean, what choice do we have? Interrogating her isn't going to get us anywhere. She isn't talking in her current state.
Okay, fine. 24 hours, Fang. By then, I'll be expecting progress. 24 hours. What?
Who wasn't there? Porters. How did they get their hands on a set of porters? They weren't clear for use. They're still under development. They weren't fully tested. The destination coordinates aren't accurate enough to pinpoint a specific location outbound from the base. They're effective returning to base, but porting into the city? There's no telling where they would have ended up.
What did you see? What did you hear? What the hell?
Welcome, Cadet.
Someone want to tell me what the hell I'm looking at here? Is this feed live?
Yes, Major, the feed is live. The fog... It appears to have disappeared.
Disappeared? When?
Just a few moments ago.
And what am I looking at now? What are those things?
They're called the Fall.
Who the hell is this?
Major, this is Cadet Roberts. She was one of the personnel rescued during the last rescue recon.
Mind explaining how you know what these monsters are called? Oh, and what the hell were you doing out there to begin with?
I snuck out of the base during the Alpha Team mission. I wanted to prove I was ready. I wasn't. As far as the rest, I would explain if I could, but I can't. Somehow, I just know.
Major, these things are spread all throughout the city. They're just roaming. It's like they're searching for something.
All right, talk, now. And none of this I can't remember bullshit.
Major, we've already run Cadet Roberts through verification. She is telling the truth about what she can and cannot remember.
Well, that's awfully fucking convenient. Marks, detain Roberts and prep her for interrogation. Don't overstep your authority, Cadet. This will be your first and last warning. How many WM7s are up for deployment?
5, Major. Cadet Rogers, Ono, Endez, Wellborn, and Morgan.
Get them prepped and on deck. It's time to end this.
There's one more thing. Wilkes. She's extended an invitation. In light of recent developments, we may want to consider it.
Wilkes? Jeez, well I guess hell is officially freezing over. Alright then, I've got a better idea, but we'll have to move quickly. There's no telling what these things will do next. Cadet, Cara Marie Wilkes runs the resistance camp just outside of Freedom City. Go there and collect whatever information you can gather. Like I mentioned earlier, the resistance hasn't exactly been friendly, so you'll have to watch your six out there. No telling what she's really got under her sleeve with this so-called invitation. Understood? Dismissed.
Cadet, you may want to meet with the combat trainer before meeting with Kara Wilkes in the city. It isn't mandatory, but it will help you get acclimated with your strengths and abilities. You'll find the combat trainer once you exit the base.
Hi there, Cadet. You could use some combat training, Cadet.